time, know that agape is Greek for unconditional love, or as Martin Luther King said, the love of God operating through the human heart. At Agape, I talk about that love means to accept. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you accept yourself as you are, physically, mentally, emotionally? Do you accept your past? Do you accept yourself in the now? You see, it has nothing to do with like. It has everything to do with acceptance of oneself. And when you can accept yourself, then you can accept others. And think about that. To fully accept means that there's no judgment. And judgment and love are the opposite of each other. Peace and judgment are the opposite of each other. When we understand that living in a state of love, we become the observer. And the observer is what I believe the divine sees as. The divine doesn't judge. It sees everything, all aspects of it, so it accepts everything because it doesn't judge. With that, the two things we teach at Agape is number one, connection to the infinite. We do that through meditation. Secondly, using the law of cause and effect to consciously create the life that we feel fulfilled with. I believe it's the balancing of meditation and using our creative power of thought that are keys to living a fulfilling and meaningful life. So with that, my friends, I invite you to sit in a comfortable, upright position with your back straight, your hands gently resting on your lap. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath, consciously breathing in and breathing out. In today's meditation, I'm going to guide you in such a way that you'll be able to do this on your own because it's real simple, the technique I'm about to teach you. And that is, I want you to visualize that above your head is a beautiful ball of white light, divine light, infinite love, infinite wisdom. And I want you on your inhale to visualize that light moving from that ball above your head through the crown, through your third eye in the center of your brain, through your throat, and that light moving into your heart. And then on your exhale, I want you to visualize that light moving out from your heart into every cell, the space between the cells, into every thought, the space between the thoughts, and surrounding you in a cocoon, in a ball of light. So you're breathing into your heart and you're breathing love out from your heart. And what you're creating is a sacred space, a cocoon where you're totally safe, secure, you're recharging, regenerating, rejuvenating. You are healing. You're using the breath to connect you to life. So let's do some breathing here. Take a deep breath in. Feel that breath moving down into your heart. And now breathe out into every cell, the space between the cells. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a moment now and scan your body. And if there's any place that needs a little bit more attention, an ache, a pain, something of that nature, when you breathe in this time, breathe into the heart, and on the exhale, breathe all of that breath and that light into that particular area of your body. Let's do 3 breaths here. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Breathe in love. Breathe out love. Now, with all of your awareness on your heart, ask your heart one question today. What can I let go of today that will allow me to love more? What can I let go of today that will allow me to love more? Just sit for a moment and listen to your heart. Whatever it is, know that it's only a perception. It's only an idea in your mind, so to let go is to let the idea disappear. Change the perception. The power to do that is you. And now with that wisdom, that guidance, bring your awareness back to this time, to this place, to your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes, put a smile on your face, and welcome back as this new expanded you. Today, I want to talk about personal conviction, what it is, and does it matter? What I discerned, or what I've come to conclude, is that personal conviction is a deeply held belief that determines a person's behavior and thereby their life experience. What is or what are your personal convictions? Here's something. I was born and raised in the Midwest. And one of the things that was taught to me as a youngster that seemed to be a quality is that we are hard workers. We are really hard workers. So I have a personal conviction that whatever I put my mind to, I work hard at. And you know what? That conviction that I'm a hard worker, it determines my behavior, and it causes my life experience. What I've had to do is to realize that that behavior, I can tone it, I can tune it, I can modify it. I don't have to be rigid with it the way my parents were, the way my grandparents were, but I can shift it. You see, our personal convictions shape our worldview and determine how we interact with life and how life interacts with us. It's real interesting because using my Midwestern idea again about hard workers, that's such a deep conviction that when I look at other people and they're not hard workers, where am I going? I went into judgment because they're not doing what I believe is empirically necessary in order to have a successful life. And so when I looked at things, I always was hardworking. But then I got into my spiritual path and I realized, whoa, I can do work, but I don't have to work all that hard. I don't have to force something to happen. And that's the difference. What I had to do was understand that my convictions create, and my convictions are beliefs. My beliefs are thoughts, words, actions, and feelings that I've held persistently and consistently for an extended period of time, focused on a particular result. And all I have to do is change where I'm focusing. And when I change where I'm focusing, I'm changing where I'm putting my energy. Where I'm changing where I'm putting my energy, I change my experience because of the vibration of the frequency that I'm creating around me, which shifts and shapes my energy. Do you get that all you are is energy? And do you get that your personal convictions are the frequency that shifts and shapes your energy, your whole experience? You see, energy cannot be created and it cannot be destroyed, but it can be shaped and reshaped. And I believe we do that with our convictions. People say to me, well, Lee, how do I deal with this? And I respond back, it doesn't matter how you build your conviction, but know that whatever you build, it will become an outpicturing in your life. You can rebuild this by meditating on a specific topic. You can rebuild your conviction by simply doing a lot of affirmations. You can read all books about it. You can literally record your affirmations about what you want and then listen to your own voice recording them. You can be grateful in your mind as you review your life about all the things that support what you're trying to build and why you're trying to build it. But what you're doing is, no matter how you're doing, you could sing a song, play music that are in alignment with what you want. That's a great thing because music gets the emotion involved. And when you get the emotion involved, man, that's a deeper and deeper and deeper conviction going on. I listen to a lot of music every day when I'm in the gym. I have music on that I call it my inspirational package, my tune list that I listen to. And I listen to specific songs. I Love My Life. I've got 2 songs by that title. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful world. Think about that. That's where I want my life to be centered on. I love my life. Can you look at yourself and say, I love my life? It's time to start. Because guess what? You created it. If you don't like it, you have the power to change it. You can recreate it by building a new conviction. Ernest Holmes said this: stop arguing, learn to believe, stop debating, stop looking for an authority outside your own conviction. When you're arguing with someone, you're not arguing with them. You're really trying to say to yourself, I don't yet believe it, so I'm going to argue it. When you have a conviction and you know something, you don't argue. You say it once. And when you believe, you don't ever have to repeat it. You don't ever have to debate it. What's the purpose of debate? You're trying to convince someone? You can't convince anyone of anything. People are going to have their own perceptions, their own way of doing it. People will only change when they're ready to change themselves. They're not going to change any time before that. But most of the time, what are we doing? We're looking for affirmation. We're looking to be affirmed from the outside. Don't look for that. The only power you need is that your self-affirmation, your self-belief. The debating that you do is in the debating on deciding what belief do you want, and you're debating within yourself. Is this truly what my heart desires? Is this truly what would give me joy? Is this truly what would bring fulfillment into my life? And then from there, you stop arguing with yourself. You just start, you're on the path. You're on the path of what? Learning to believe. You're building the belief. That's your job. What do you want? Figure out what you got to believe, and then your job is to build the belief so deep that it becomes that spiritual conviction that nothing can shift it, nothing can reshape it, nothing can budge it. We must learn to have complete confidence in the law and equal confidence in our ability to use the law. When I speak of law, I'm talking about the law of cause and effect. When I put out a cause, I know that the effect must be there. I know that my life is a demonstration of the law of cause and effect. And I must develop, through using the law, through changing my beliefs, seeing the new outcome, I develop a confidence in that law because I've used it and it demonstrates how I want. But most people don't take the time to build that confidence, so it becomes just an idea in their mind, but it's not a fact. When you use the law, it's a fact. And it's powerful when you know that. You see, our power to use the law is not one of arrogance, but rather it is the power that comes from knowing our connection to the infinite. Because I don't create because of Lee Wallach. I create because Lee Wallach is an expression of the infinite, created out of the infinite, with the powers of the infinite available to him that work through him and for him, through me and for me, based on the level of my conviction, the depth of my belief. That's not arrogance. Do you know why? Because everybody has the same ability. Everybody has this power available to them. Most people don't know it, don't recognize it, and if they understand it, most people have not consciously chosen to use it and prove it for themselves. This power is directly available to anyone who becomes aware of it and consciously chooses to use it. This is why I believe the greatest teaching tool there is for you to discover your power, to use your power, and those around you will witness what is going on in your life, and you will become a beacon, a light beacon, in the times that we live in right now, where people are looking for that. They're looking for that way to discover the greater them, to come out of the box that they put themselves in, and to realize that they don't need a priest, a guru, a coach, anything. The power is in them when they wake up to it. The knowledge is within them when they wake up to it. The only affirmation they need is, I am. I see you. I know who you are. You're a unique, whole, and perfect and connected expression of I am. And so am I, and so is everyone else. Let's inspire each other. Let's build such a confidence that we use this power through our beliefs to create the most fulfilling and meaningful life that we could imagine. If you found this message inspiring, if you liked it, first thing I want to ask you to do is share it. Let other people know. The more people that know, we can become more powerful. Next, make a donation. Give a gift to Agape. It's in the link down below. And when you give your gift, we use that money to bring this message to more and more and more people. I also want you to know that we offer so much more to you than just this Sunday message. If you go to Agape Spiritual Center and you go to the Connect button, you'll see all the ways that you can find out how to get more than what we're given here. But you'll also find that we have a calendar, and on that calendar are so many different ways that you can plug in. Just about everything you can plug into is available online. We are a worldwide community with a strong North Texas presence. And everyone who's a part of this community is equal because they're all expressions of the infinite. With that, my brothers and sisters, make this your greatest best, most joyful week possible. And you know why? Because you're developing your personal conviction. You know what it is. You know why it matters. And you've chosen now to use it.